Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will be from the 8th to the 15th of October, and I think I'm going to call this reading Waiting, okay? Now, which is fantastic because your outcome's a Wheel of Fortune, okay? But every single card that you've got is about waiting. And your challenge is Temperance, which is remaining in that. So Temperance is about balance, okay? Mind and heart have moved into one, and we feel attuned to that universal energy, intuition that guides our life forward, okay? But that's your challenge. And I think it's because there's a waiting, and I think I know the culprit. The Knight of Pentacles has showed up as how people are showing up in your life. Very, very slow moving energy. Okay, now give me a minute, I'm going to pull you. Now that's bizarre. Your additional guidance card is very strange because you've got the Yang, which is about action. Okay, bringing your dreams into manifestation. The Wheel of Fortune might be there, but the whole of the week has the energy that you're not where you were, but you're in transition. And when you're in transition, which is overriding energy, you're in the energy of the moon. And when you're in the energy of the moon, you're in the unknown. Because when we get to the sun, then we can see we're illuminated. But there's a strange irony going on here. It's like you've left behind the life that you once knew, and you're basically not quite where you want to be. But listen, how bizarre. The Yang is with serendipity, which is coincidence, destiny, which is pretty much the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? And I am really glad that you're ending in the Wheel of Fortune and not like the Eight of Swords, where the whole week could be called delays, okay? Now, the card that lies behind you is the Five of Cups, okay? Which can talk about, again, disappointments. 3 cups have spilled, but 2 lies behind. Now, for the way things are moving, those 2 that lie behind you are about to come in front of you. But some of you might have been spending time thinking about lost opportunities. Remember, we all need to go back to the past sometimes, Sagittarius, okay? We go back to the past in order to cleanse it from our present moment. Not to live in it, okay? And I could teach you how to do that, but it would be a whole another reading, okay? So I'm going to keep going, and we'll see if we can clarify that, because your gift is the 3 of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in, that waiting energy. But Sagittarius, the ships are coming in, and there's your ship. Okay, but the gift is the 3 of Wands. When the 3 of Wands arrives, it's like you already know something's happening, but there's an energy around waiting. Okay, the whole reading is going to be called that because it's clarified with the King of Wands. It's like you're sort of on fire. You're ready to move, you want action, but you're still waiting. You got your own card as a challenge card, okay? Essentially, Temperance is mind and heart coming into union. And when our mind and heart are in union, we know that life unfolds according to certain principles, okay? It's your challenge, which means I don't want you spending your precious, precious energy, Sagittarius, pushing a river, okay? Do what needs to be done, but don't get yourself upset about trying to push destiny, because it's going to find its way to you, okay? But I'm going to work out what that yang's about. Now, how people are turning up for you is the Knight of Pentacles. This is your culprit. This, I was telling, I think it was Libra, that the whole year, I'm almost getting this card for everyone who's having an issue with relationships not quite coming into manifestation yet, the opportunities quite not falling in their hands. The Knight of Pentacles is the culprit because he's so slow moving. And what happens, because he's slow moving, we feel nothing is happening. So we retreat, or we go back to memories of the past. Our past takes over when we start to feel my life is never going to move forward. So it's sort of the way that the psyche is formed, essentially. Until we become aware of it, then we move into that Temperance card when we just say, listen, this is going to happen. A bit like the Hanged Man, but it's going to happen in its own time and its own way. Like all these, you know, that belief that we either believe the world is for us and on our side, or it's not. And it's the belief system that we have which helps us get through challenging waiting periods. As I said, the overriding energy is the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is clarified with the Four of Wands, okay? It's like you're ready to move forward to this Four, to stability, that new beginning. The Four of Wands can represent new job, new house, relocation, marriage. But it feels like basically you're in the middle of an ocean, and you'll never believe I've turned around and what card's there. It's like you're in the middle of an ocean. You're not there and you're not here. I've said that so many times. And it's clarified with the Four of Wands. It's like something is so close, Sagittarius. And there's a little bit of a struggle with your patience, with knowing at a deepest level that everything's working out the way it's meant to, okay? And you know, I know it's easier said than done when you're, but I'm the same as you. I get the same obstacles put in my path, and that Knight of Pentacles has been just about in all my personal readings the card that's appeared as things being really, really slow. But your outcome is the beautiful Wheel of Fortune with the Nine of Cups. I think it might be safe to say that you're moving, that the whole week might be a bit waiting, might be a bit frustrating. Watch out for spilt milk, guys. Keep bringing yourself back to the present moment. Check that you're feeling connected with Temperance, that you understand the universal laws, and you're not falling too much into... Now, I'm going to use a word called victim mentality, but please, it's not a judgment here. But when we feel overwhelmed, sometimes we fall into more negative emotional patterns. But it's really clear to say that doesn't have to happen. I would more put my focus on understanding how things move. Things in the earth plane take time. Yeah, it's a very dense, very slow energy, that Knight of Pentacles. But the irony is, and I was telling the other sign that got it, he moves so slow that by the time he actually gets to the table, it's like, well, how I experienced this night. I didn't want it anymore because I had so, I don't know, but your energy is all about moving forward, but feeling nothing's happening fast enough for you. And that's why temperance is your challenge, that need to pull yourself back, stay connected with yourself, stay connected with universal principles and universal laws, because the universal law is, if you plant a seed, it grows, but it takes time. And that Knight of Pentacles, as soon as I seen your reading and I looked at the cards and seen the Knight of Pentacles, I knew that was the culprit, and why you felt that you were waiting on news, on delays, on this vital thing that's on that ship. It's to do with the Four of Wands. Some of you might be relocating, moving, new job, something new beginning, but with it is coming delays, and boy, are you getting frustrated, Sagittarius. Additional message, have faith, the Star card. You know, sometimes this life is so chaotic, Sagittarius. I really, really know it is, okay? And other times, it follows a law. And that's what you rule. You rule Jupiter, which is the natural laws. 9th house in your birth chart is natural laws. There is a natural law unfolding here. And you can save yourself an awful lot of emotional pain and restlessness if you just say, okay, natural law, unfold, because it's going to. What an interesting reading. Anyhow, Sagittarius, I'll be back next week. You can get me directly. My email's in the about section. Most of love. Bye.